let's see what we got. So I just got a Lanolin treatment for my C30 since I'm in Norway and we get a lot of snow in winter, which means the roads are salted all the time, and I live on the coast, so we have salty air and everything. Cars around here, if you want to take care of them, you basically have to get some sort of rust treatment for them. And for this one, which is a 12-year-old C30, never been treated for rust or anything, this car really did need something on it, and now I have something on it. So we're going to just have a quick look to see what they did and what is this Lanolin treatment for your car and why you should do the same. Here we have the shock and spring, which I'm going to put up probably a video or picture on screen of how this looked before we got the treatment, which you did see in the video where I changed the brakes on this car. So those are nice, and in that video you could see that there was a lot of rust and stuff all up in this area, which of course with the Lanolin treatment the rust is still there. It's not like sandblast or anything, but basically what it does is it's like a protective coating basically, which is like on top of everything, and it literally just makes it so that salt and stuff doesn't get in contact with the parts of your car, and it neutralizes the natrium chloride or whatever it is in the molecular structure of salt, and neutralizes it so that it doesn't crystallize. And what happens when the problem is with salt is that when it gets dissolved in water and it sticks to your car, when the salt then crystallizes later, like with ice, when water hardens into ice, it expands, and that's the same thing with salt crystals. So this treatment makes it so that it doesn't crystallize in that way and just sits as a protective coating between your car and the salt which is on the roads. So I got this professionally treated, so it's got a coat of Lanolin all over, and also inside the control arms and in the canals and everything, just putting it on everything which is metal basically, which, as you can see, it is like a sticky substance. It's I don't really want to eat. It's where you don't want to touch it, but this stuff does really help prevent rust from building up and just forming in the first place for the few places where I haven't already got rust. So just all over the rear subframe here, on the springs, on the shocks, everything, just getting it everywhere. Obviously not on the exhaust and stuff, because that heats up, so you will see that the exhaust all the way there has not got anything on it, because that would smell really, really bad, and it would just not help. So don't put it on your exhaust. But yeah, I paid around $550 USD, so just use a currency that everyone understands. And yeah, this is also, you can do this by yourself, but I just chose to have it professionally done. But yeah, no, really not really any good reason not to do it yourself. It's just I wanted this car professionally done, since I've not done this before, and I want this to last, the car and everything. So you can see here we have got some surface rust there, and yeah, just in general we now have a coat of Lanolin on everything, which for anyone who doesn't know, Lanolin is it's basically the wool, not the wool, the wax or oil which is in a sheep's wool, and for some reason, which I don't know, it has the properties of preventing rust. So it's like this like a natural thing which just makes rust not be as much of a problem. So like it's good for the environment, let's say, which is always nice. So like lanolin, from what I've heard, it's been used all the way back to like the Viking eras. They used it even back then as like rust prevention, and yeah, just for some reason in all the time between then and like now 2000s, it hasn't really been used that much, especially on cars. I know it's been used a lot in, or at least it has been used to some extent in like marine divisions and stuff. And you have a fluid film, which is like one of the first like brands which used or made lanolin products. So yeah, but you hear this on a car, and it works very well on a car, and it's become a rather popular thing to do here in Norway, where we have a lot of salt on the roads and stuff, just to protect our cars against the environment, so that they can last for longer without rusting apart, which is not very fun. So I don't think there's much else to say. As always, if you have any questions or anything about the car or about anything else, then yeah, leave those in the comment section. And yeah, I'm just gonna give you a last look over here. So it's nice coating all over the metal parts. So main question is, why not? Except for the fact that it is really messy to work with. If you have to, like, I have a new anti-roll bar coming in. I'm importing it from England, from Alg Performance. So when that arrives, I'm gonna have to get all up in there and take off the old one, which is now full of this stuff. So that's fun, very fun. But yeah, that's really the only downside with this, is that it is a bit messy if you have to work on anything. Here you can see my rusty exhaust, which, I mean, that's a good excuse for upgrading, isn't it? One of its problems is there doesn't really exist anything for these D4s and D3s, but like as you can see there, should be something which you can like bolt onto there and have the rest of the system going back. So I'm probably gonna try some T5 exhaust or something. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Yeah, anything else? We have the 850 here, which is now on original Volvo Titan rims, which are so nice, and we have them on a set of Toyo Proxys TR1. Very nice. And yeah, this one, as always, is on my Japan Racing rims, which do just look amazing. I could go up here and show you the other sets of wheels that I have got, because, I mean, are you even a real car enthusiast if you don't have too many wheels? So we have those from the 850, they also fit the C30. Then I have here these, which I just bought, used. They are 17-inch Volvo original wheels for the C30. And I want to do them in, I'm gonna plasti dip them in some sort of gold something color, and I'm gonna put winter tires on those. And these from a Volvo V40 cross country are going to be my second set of summer wheels, because I need a set of summer wheels which are not like just completely OP, because the tires that I have on my current set of summer wheels are literally too good. Like you're not even going anywhere near the limit of grip in any speed that is in any way reasonable on public roads. So yeah, that's it for today. Bye.